Hello, I'm Seafood Source Editor Sean Murphy, and welcome to another edition of SeafoodSourceTV, the bi-weekly video blog where we bring you news, information, and insights into the world of the seafood industry. Well, if you're viewing this week's news roundup on Thursday, you know that this is day 3 of Seafood Expo Global in Brussels, formerly known as the European Seafood Exposition. Organizers for the show, which is produced by Diversify Communications, of course the parent company of Seafood Source, expect another record turnout this year for the annual seafood show, and Seafood Source has been covering the event for you all week long. You can read and view news from the show right now on SeafoodSource.com. An American salmon supplier is in hot water with one of its former buyers. Denise Chadwick, a buyer for St. James Smokehouse, was fired in March after she said she objected to what she described as disingenuous practices by the company's sales and distribution center in Miami, which is the company's principal place of business. The company, which also operates a facility in Annan, Scotland, markets its salmon as Scottish. But according to a lawsuit in U.S. federal court in New Jersey, Chadwick is accusing the smokehouse of buying cheaper salmon fillets from Norway and Chile and labeling them as Scottish for sale at a much higher price. Not only is Chadwick charging that the company's Miami location is guilty of violating the U.S. Food and Drug Administration regulations by doing this, but she even accused the company of mislabeling non-Scottish product distributed by its location in Scotland as well. We'll stay on this story on SeafoodSource.com and provide you more details as they become available. And speaking of allegations of deceptive behavior, the Saucy Fish company won an injunction last week in a British court against German discount grocery store chain Aldi Stores, which Saucy Fish is accusing of producing products that copycat their brand. According to Saucy Fish, a UK-based subsidiary of Icelandic Sea Chill, Aldi had produced a line of retail seafood products packed in flavored sauces that were confusingly similar to Saucy Fish's products. The injunction forces Aldi to keep its competing product off store shelves until the dispute is resolved. The case is expected to go to court in the UK later this year. In Spain, it appears that embattled seafood giant Pescanova is going to get its renewed lease on life after all. The company, mired for more than a year now in scandal and allegations of financial malfeasance, is in the final stages of forging an agreement with regulators that could help settle the company's massive debts. Last week, a majority of the company's shareholders got behind the agreement, saving the company from insolvency procedures. As of earlier this week, the agreement was expected to be signed soon. The Norwegian government is considering setting up a national sustainability certification program. The government, through its Institute of Food, Fisheries and Aquaculture Research, known as NOFIMA, has completed a research project that concluded that creating a certification program might make sense. If it happens, it replaces a similar program offered by the Marine Stewardship Council, which is a private international nonprofit. Norway is not alone in creating its own brand of certification. Iceland also has its own certification program, as does the U.S. state of Alaska, and even the United States Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is thinking about creating a similar national program. And finally this week, Contessa Premium Foods, an American frozen foods company that often deals largely in seafood, is apparently shutting down for good. Craig Wolf, an attorney for the company, said Contessa decided at the end of April to enter into liquidation proceedings. It is still operating for the moment, but the ultimate goal will be to sell off all of its assets. American celebrity chef Ina Garten, who is known for the Food Network television show The Barefoot Contessa, has no connection with the company, but apparently the company has been in contact with her to see if she will buy it. No word yet on whether she will. That's it for this edition of Seafood Source TV, but be sure to check back in 2 weeks for another edition where we bring you more news, information, and insights from the world of the seafood industry. Until then, I'm Seafood Source Editor Sean Murphy saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you online.